Today, I hope you're enjoying this crazy weather we're having in the UK at the moment, and if you're watching from elsewhere, then I really hope that you're enjoying the summer as well. But anyway, let's get on to today's and the reason that hopefully you're here, and it's really today about profit. And profit is really a very interesting thing, and we sort of think of it as just this, something that happens automatically, and this sort of mysterious thing that takes place. And there's actually a lot of strategy, of course, to profit. And personally, I think, and I think hopefully a lot of you will agree with me with this, the real two key things with profit is value and also ease. And one thing to actually realise about profit, and this really helped me to understand what I had to do to really sort of make my own way from the early days of struggling and finding it very hard being a consultant, and indeed in other things that I've done in the past. I've found things tough, and indeed I've failed on a number of occasions, as many of us entrepreneurs have. But the thing that really clicked for me, or one of the things that really clicked for me, was to really understand that profit is not a normal thing. It's not something that just happens, and it's not something that is easy. And in fact, your clients and your market doesn't want you to make a profit. It doesn't care about you making a profit. All it cares about, and all we all really care about deep down when it comes to business and things like this, is value and what's in it for us and what's in it for me. The old WIIFM, what is in it for me. And so that's the reason that your clients and your market really don't want or care whether you make a profit or not. So it's actually up to you to make it so great for them and provide so much value, and also ease of attaining the value, and the ease of actually being able to work with you. It's really important that you focus on doing that. So just remember that talking about value, you really must think about what is value to your clients and indeed to your market. What does value signify to them? And obviously we want to try and help as many people as we can, and we want to deliver great service and great products depending on obviously what we're doing. But what you really must do is actually find out what value is to them, and to do that you need to understand what the problems in your market are and what the problems that your clients actually want solving. And obviously a good way of doing that is by having communication with them, and actually asking them and surveying them and quizzing them and things like this. As I say, the first thing that I recommend that you do when you get somebody to come into your journey, your value journey, which is generally started by giving away something of value for free and solving that number one problem in the first. So think about what your clients really want, and then have a conversation with them straight away. Once you've delivered something to them, really try and have a conversation with them and try and open the doors and find out, drill down and go deep into really what the problems are that people need solving. And when you do that, you're able to think more intelligently about what it is you're doing, because as consultants and coaches in particular, service providers, product designers, software makers, whatever it is you're doing, you're creating what you think is the best fit for your market. And that's not always the case. It's not actually up to you to decide what's right for your market. It's up for the market and to solve their own problems. And every market and every client probably has unique problems. But what you'll find, and what you've probably found, is that by really understanding each segment of your market and each niche of your market, you can start spotting regular occurrences, similar things that people are coming across. And once you've done that, then you'll be able to mould your products and services, your future value that you're going to give and hopefully sell to people. You'll be able to give that to them in the right way, which will really help you stand out from 99% of your competition. So that's a really important thing to do. And then you need to start thinking about how can I deliver this value? What is the best way that I can deliver this great value? Whether it be a product, whether it be a service, a course, whatever it may be. Think about the best ways and the most effective ways that you can deliver the value. So if you're doing things online, which I highly recommend you do, because there's only one of you ultimately, and regardless of, even if you've got hundreds of thousands of members of staff, you can still, if you're at that level, then you still want to be reaching to the next level, which is affecting billions of people. So no matter how many people you've got working for you, you're never going to be able to do that on a one-on-one basis, and certainly not quickly enough to make a profit, which is obviously the goal, or one of the goals that your business needs to have for you to be able to grow and then reinvest, hopefully, and who knows, maybe start something new, or simply live the life that you've dreamed of and that your family deserves, and that you deserve as well. So think about how you can deliver value, be it online, be it in workshops, be it live events. There are so many different ways that you can deliver value in this day and age. The internet is really a fairly, really powerful tool, and there's so many different ways you can doing it. Things like membership sites, which we'd really love, online courses, even email courses, one-to-one courses if you want to take it to the next level. When you're working one-on-one, I highly recommend you do that towards the end of your value journey with your client, because you don't want to be too involved on a personal note on a day-to-day basis with them, and before you've actually delivered fantastic value to them, because you're not going to be able to really maximize the potential of yourself until you have delivered great value, and people aren't going to realise how good you are and how powerful working with you can be in their lives and in their businesses. So consider delivery of your value, and the next step to that obviously is how you can do the two together. How can you deliver the value and the ease of value? So again, touching back on how you deliver your product, services, courses, whatever it is you do, then you must really think about, how can I make this easy? Because the easier you make it for people to deal with you, the better it will be. And the better you will find that the response you'll get as well. If you make it difficult, if it's a really difficult and frustrating procedure to try and actually do business with you, to try and connect with you, to try and access your services, your products, then you're really gonna struggle. And I really highly recommend that you consider how to deliver your value, but make it as easy as possible. Make it really, really easy, because remember, we're trying to help people ultimately. No matter what you do, the main aim is to try and help people to solve their problems, and people want the problem solved, particularly in this day and age when everybody's so busy. You really have to try and understand how you can make it easier for people. And again, ask them, a great survey question is, how do you like to be taught? How do you like to learn? If you're delivering online courses or things like that, people will often tell you that they like being, to have videos sent to them, or like webinars, or they like live events, or they like to be sent PDFs. They'll actually tell you, and you'll actually be able to drill down and find out, again, more about your market and the people that you're trying to help. So if you combine value and ease together, then actually you will find that you make profits, and that is when it becomes really exciting in business, and you really know that you've sort of hit the mark. And of course, the great thing about this is it's a very simple process, which you don't need to do once. You can do it over and over and over again. And indeed, you can help your clients to understand this process as well. If you're working with businesses, if you're a consultant or coach or trainer, then you can actually put this simple two-step process into practice. And I really hope that you do, and do let me know how that works out for you. But as I say, if you focus on value and the ease of delivering your value, you'll start to see much better results.